Hey YouTubers, seen a lot of videos out there on people's Mosin projects. A lot of good videos. I thought I'd make my own video of my Mosin project. So yeah, here it is, 1933 hex receiver. Nothing's fancy, nothing special. I know the purists out there may not like it. It was already altered when I bought it. I bought it and it had a threaded barrel already and shortened down to 22 inches. So I went ahead and kept going with it. Yeah, the wooden stock was broke too. Front half of it, the bottom stock was broke off. Top handguard was gone. So there was no need in trying to salvage that. So the first thing I did is I bought this precision Archangel stock. I bought it, I was expecting to get a 5-round magazine. I got a 10-round magazine instead. The pinicky rail was separate. It didn't come with it. It just came with the 10-round magazine. So I took the, and I bought 10-round magazines because I was expecting a 5-round. Because I like the way the 5-round look, and I thought maybe, you know, the 10-round for be when I'm at the range, and 5-round whenever I'm trying to look tactical. And so I'll end up having to buy those, at least one, just to see the way it looks. Kind of like it. So yeah, I really like the stock. It's really nice. Fits real good. It's got a little hump right there in the grip. It's kind of bulky right there because it has that on both sides, but it kind of does contour to even your hands because I guess the way that they shaped it. It's got that weird odd shape to it. So it still fits kind of good. It feels real good. I use the stock fully retracted like it is now. The cheek piece and the butt plate. I like it retracted because I like to hold the rifle up in close like that. The angled pinicky rail there. Well, you know, I plan on using a forward angle grip. I seen a video of another YouTuber. I don't remember his name offhand. Real good guy. I'll try to see if I can get his name and put it in the comments or in the description. But yeah, he put a Magpul forward angled grip on there, and I thought it looked good, and I could see its actual functionality too, because with this stock all the way pulled in nice and tight, you can actually use it like a scout rifle. It's actually short like that, and if you have the sight, the pinicky rail that mounts to the sight, like the UTG or something, you could use your long eye relief and it'd look just, you know, it'd be a scout rifle just with a sniper stock, I guess. But I could see using it for both purposes, so that's why I'm going to put the angled foregrip on there. I think it'll look good. This project's about 95% complete. It is safe. I'll go ahead and safety check that for the people out there that are worried about it. There's nothing in there. Only ammo near it is that old antique ammo that's probably older than this 1933 Nagant. I'm pretty sure that ammo is one solid piece by now. But I used the ATI scope mount. I got mixed emotions about the scope mount. I think for the most part it's a good idea. I think it could use some tweaking. I think they should have put more slots for your scope mounts, because they don't give you too many positions on your scope mount. It doesn't fit the hex receivers quite the greatest. I'll get a light for you. There's a gap on the hex receivers right there, and that kind of causes that cheap screws that comes in the kit to not be quite long enough. You only catch 1 or 2 threads. And I've heard people mention about the screws like I just did, and I'll emphasize on that a little bit. I would definitely change the hardware that comes with it. Even if you have the round receiver that sits more flush and fits more better than it does on the hex. Because I think that would give you that couple extra threads for it to be able to nice and cinch down. But the screws that come in the kit are quite soft. Even the tap was quite soft. I ended up having to use one of my taps that I had laying around, and I had to use some screws that I had to grind the heads down small enough to fit in the holes. And I'm actually using one as a flathead. They're the same size, same thread screw. I just used the flathead because it's shorter and it fits underneath that scope mount, and I didn't have to worry about that scope mount hitting the scope ring hitting the mount. See, the other one's kind of up just a hair if you look at it at the right angle. It's pretty much flush, but it's a hair. And I will sand that down just a little bit. It's just, that's a pretty hard bolt, and it's pretty small to be trying to hit with a belt sander. I've already took my knuckle down a little bit in trying to do it, so I'll give that a break and heal before I try to tackle that again. The bubble levels are just there for me mounting the mount. This scope doesn't go on the scope, it goes on a 700 project. The scope rings are B square. I painted, they were stainless, I just put some flat black on there to keep it tactical. Gotta stay tactical. I love the scope. Well, I'll take that back. I don't love it. I like it a lot. It's got good optics. The visibility, it's one of those dual illuminated red-green scopes. I don't really like the illuminated part of it. I do like the optics are nice. You clear, good clarity. It's a Carl Zeiss. Good clarity and everything. I love the turrets. You can pop them up to adjust them. You just pull them straight up and then pop them straight down and they lock into place. I like that quite a bit. The other side has your adjustment. Comes with these dust caps, and it does come with a sunshade, like a 5-inch sunshade, but it doesn't go on this rifle, so I just have it on here for looks. Excuse the mess in the background. I'm organizing, and you know how that goes. I've seen worse workbenches. I plan on taking that scope mount base off, smoothing the barrel out and re-bluing it. I like the blue. I probably will paint the whole rifle, but I'll use the bluing as a rust preventative because I use rattle can. I like the way the rattle can ages and tarnishes and rubs off and scratches off. I like the way it looks like that. So I'll make it look really cool at first, and hopefully it'll get scratched up really fast and look really cool. So yeah, I've done a few little paint jobs, and I like the paint. The Cerakote and Duracoat and all that stuff is pretty cool, but for the budget, these rifles, I'm not going to put, not this rifle, I'm not going to put that much money into it. I've already put enough into it. The bolt knob, I got a really good deal, and the bolt handle, I got a real good deal. The stock was $163, and it came with one 10-round magazine, and then I bought 2 extra 10-round magazines to go with it because I thought it was a 5-round. The bipod's a cheap eBay bipod. That was about $20, I want to say, and it came with the adapter maybe $22 or $23. I bought that years ago for a budget AR build I built back when they were still expensive to build. And the scope's from another project. That was a few $100. The scope mount I got for $33 off of eBay. ATI scope mount. It's their product. It's not a knockoff. It is their product. Came in their packaging and all that stuff. It looks identical. I would hope it's not a knockoff anyway, but the tools definitely sucked, and the hardware. I like to give reviews and be honest about a product. Don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. You can send me another one and I can try it on a round receiver and see if I like it better, because I bet I probably would. But on a hex receiver, I'd probably go with a rock solid mount. Their mount, I haven't used it yet, but it looks pretty good, and I plan on using one very shortly on another project, another Mosin project. Barrel's threaded and cut down already to 22 inches. I got a muzzle brake coming for it. So yeah, I give it a thumbs up on the Archangel stock. Really like it. Be real careful if you got a notch for your bolt in the plastic like I did. Make sure you use your Dremel on a real low setting, and you use it real fine, and you do it really, really slow. because you'll eat that away real fast. I'll emphasize on that. But yeah, that's my Mosin project. I got a few other ones. I'll make some videos on them. This is my first YouTube video.